Thomaston Street is...
I got the news on and I'm running the generator. We lost power at 3 o'clock this afternoon with a 25 or 30 mile an hour wind. Around here we lose power for every little reason. Running the generator, but you know the generator isn't running as good as it used to.
The YMCA, you can see the wind.
We got the AC on. And I have never seen the generator run any lower than 119 with that air conditioner on. Let's go outside. So the generator hasn't even been on an hour. I just picked these up. We didn't get a lot of rain. The air conditioner is on. When the air conditioner goes off, I get 119. Now that generator, I remember bragging, and that generator never goes below 120 volts. It's always a rock solid. I got about 60 cycles. I plugged the kilowatt in, and it was running at 60 cycles, 59 to 60, with the air conditioner in. Trying to listen to the it's not really surging, except when the air conditioner kicks in, it pulls it down and it comes right back up. But it's got a rumbling sound, not exhaust type, but it's hard to explain. You might be able to hear it. I think the air conditioner just kicked out. So, as you can see, we didn't get much rain on this side of the storm. We're on the east side of the storm, and I guess New York State and up that way got the heavy rain. Now, so far all we've got is these small branches and stuff like that. That I don't care about. But you can hear the generator don't sound too bad. But the air conditioner is not running now. My son's air conditioner is on. But this has never caused a problem. It always ran great with that. It handled that air conditioner just fine. Now, obviously our power's out. We can't use our computer. So when you see this video, that is if you do, because if a tree comes down on us, we're gone. We're goners. And you may not ever hear from me again. But if you get to see this video, it'll be when our power comes back on. You can't run the computers on the generator. The UPS don't like it. It click, 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 click. We got 3 UPSs, and they all do the same thing. So, I was out here about an hour and a half ago and picked everything up. You'd never know I was out here. Now, oh boy, I gotta see a big one over there. You can be sure that there isn't going to, the power's not going to come back on. As a matter of fact, Eversource, which is our power provider, you call them and you hear all this click, 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 click on the phone, and then about a minute later they'll answer you and they say, what are you calling about? First they called about, they let you know about, you know, the rate increases, which was in our case, about 35% rate increase because there's a delivery charge now. Connecticut's the worst. Maybe California's got us beat for high cost of electricity. But after you listen to that spiel and then a whole bunch of clicking, you call in, and when they want your name and your address, and then the recording says, we're sorry, we're having difficulties, try back later. So, you know, when you want to report the power outage. So, it's getting from bad to worse. So we did get a lot of rain, but nowhere near as what they predicted. Earlier, they were predicting we were going to get a lot of rain and very, very little wind. Of course, the weather liars always start that. Then it gets worse. The next forecast is worse, and it's worse, and by and by you're at a disaster. So right now, which is breezy, we're going to be bad with the winds here for who knows how long. But you know, some of the trees were cut by the park owner on the other side over there. But I've got a dead one on the other side here. Right there, right next to that pine tree, that's totally dead. So if that falls down, that'll destroy both vehicles and the house too. And we got a lot of trees. I lost count of how many that could hit the house. It's very depressing. So while I'm talking to you, I might as well pick these branches up and give you a video that if we make out okay with this, I'll put this video up. Obviously, if you're watching it now, we did survive. What bothers me is why the generator isn't delivering like it did before. I've never had a voltage drop. We don't have anything on the generator. Like I say, we're running at 110 volts. We're not running 220 to the RV plug. We shut off the dryer and the hot water heater. Those are both shut off because if you put those on, the generator will stall out. So when we lose power, we lose water, and that's why I collect water to flush the toilets, and that's what we're doing now. We got plenty of water. So there's no problem with that. Now, all it takes is one tree. It don't even take a tree. A good-sized branch will destroy us. The people that we usually stay with when we get a storm, the last time was Superstorm Sandy, are out of town, so they usually have us stay over there. They have a regular house and not very many trees around them, but they're not in town. So let me go in the shop and plug the kilowatt. Look at the kilowatt. I don't like to put more lights on and stuff like that and tax the generator. But I got the kilowatt in here. There's the radio. I've been working on it. Okay, right now the air conditioner, the 15,000 BTU, 120 volt air conditioner, draws 12 amps, is not on. So let's see what the cycles. All right, she's 60 cycles. So let's let that stay on there. Acorns. We hear that all the time. Let that on, and I'm curious to see what the frequency is. I gotta turn this back on because when we lose power and we put it back on, you have to start this. We need to have this on for the humidity. So I capped the radio a little more. I replaced a 0.005 down there and a couple others. We're getting there. I'm going to try to work on these if I can. And this one has already been stuffed, as you can see. But right now, today, we're not doing anything in here, obviously. We're not going to do that when we're running the generator. She's 60.1 cycles. So I don't know why it's only it's dropping down so low when it's running that air conditioner in the house. That's the only thing on. The lights, the television, my son's 5,000 BTU air conditioner, but that generator was always ran before, and it never ever went below 119 fully loaded. So it bothers me. I don't know if it's the gas. It could be. Maybe I got to put fresh gas in it. That's the only thing I can think of. Why would the carburetor do it? It's showing a good steady 60 cycles. And 119. All right. That, when I started it up, and I let it run 5 minutes before I put the load on in the house. I made sure that the dryer and the water heater, which is electric, is turned off, because we have no water anyway, so we're not doing the laundry. Not with a dryer that takes 6,000 watts. The generator would not run it. Okay, the house air conditioner just kicked in. Okay, let's see what the cycles are. Come on. All right, now it's 58.6. That, I don't know. I had that right on the money. A little over 60 cycles, almost 61. I don't know if that would do it. Sorry, I can't see that thing. Well, there's your line voltage. So, I don't know. Maybe I got to adjust that yellow governor screw again. Okay. So you can hear that. I don't feel it in the exhaust. Like a lot of times when a car is skipping, you can feel it on the exhaust. I'm getting a steady exhaust out of that. So it sounds a little different than what it usually does. It's more smoother than that. And the voltage, as I said before, under load with both air conditioners running in the house, never went under. Usually around 120 volts, sometimes 119, but never below that. Except when the air conditioner first kicks on, the compressor, I should say, of the air conditioner kicks in, there's a momentary drop. And that's it. So I'll pick these up. One other thing, I am not 100% sure, but the air conditioner makes a little different sound. The motor sounds a little different in there compared to the line voltage, and that's another thing that's never happened before. Good morning. As you saw on the close-up of the voltage meter, this is the next day now. After the storm, I cleaned up a lot of the branches and stuff. I did a lot of it yesterday, late afternoon, and I did a little more today. We're running 120 volts as I showed you on the meter. Like I say, this is the next day now. We're still on the generator. We do not have power. I was very fortunate to get down to Cumberland Farms and get gas. The generator was a little disappointing. It quit at 6:30 this morning, and I filled it with gas 7:30 yesterday evening. So it ran 11 hours. Now I remember this running longer than that, but it ran flawlessly. The air conditioner is running only on fan right now. The big air conditioner in the window over there, off the deck. So that's why I'm getting 120 volts, 119 to 120. When I kick in that air conditioner, as I showed you earlier in this video, the voltage goes way down. Now there's fresh gas in this now, and that didn't seem to make any difference. So I thought maybe the gas, even though I'm adding gas all the time, I thought maybe the gas might be a little stale, and that's why it was doing that. But no, that's apparently nothing to do with that. It's a little under 60 cycles when it's loaded down, so I don't know if that would do it or not. I don't think so. So it might be a different carburetor in there. It's not surging, but it does really go woo woo like that when the air conditioner kicks in. I've never noticed it doing it that much. Always a little because of the surge, the starting of the compressor and the air conditioner. But anyways, it kept us comfortable last night, and right now I got back from this store about an hour ago, refilled it, and filled up the rest of my gas can, so I've got 12 gallons of gas total. So, I don't understand why it's so muggy and stuffy. Usually when you get a tropical storm and when it comes through, you get nice, refreshing, dry air, but we're not getting it. It's just terrible. Now, we're going to have to turn the AC on in the house. It's getting very, very stuffy in there. We're going to have to. Now, one thing that's good, we did not lose water. We did in a little bit. Apparently, from what I understand, the park owner now has a generator for the water. So that's good news. Of course, we can't, we don't have any hot water, so we can't take showers. Because the hot water, we have an electric hot water heater, so that would have to be, waiting until we get the power back on. When I went down the road, this whole area is out as always. We lost our power yesterday at about a little after 3 in the afternoon when the wind was only about 25 or 30 miles an hour. And that's what I've always said. In this area, anything 25 miles an hour or more, we lose power every single time. So the little red light down here, the flashing red light, which you can't see here, and it's not on anyways, is our indicator as to when we get power back. If that light is on, we have power. So the post office and the little pizza house is out of business right now. So we got an automatic phone call from Eversource saying that they're aware of the power outage and they're very busy, and we don't expect to get our power back for quite a while. So that's the story there, folks. I don't know why the generator's lugging and the voltage drops down so low when we turn our main air conditioner on. It's always handled it before. And the same thing was with the microwave, which is 1,000 watts. With the air conditioner only running on fan, not on compressor, which is what it's doing now, when we put the microwave on, the voltage drops way down. That never happened before. You might get 1 volt drop, but it went way down. So I don't know. Maybe the generator's getting tired. I don't know. It seems like ever since I had the carburetor problem, that's what it is. I don't think it's a restriction because I added a gas filter to it, because if it was a restriction, it would be running on half choke. The choke is wide open, it's not surging, it's running very well. It's just that when you load it down, the voltage drops lower than I like it. Can't run the computers on the generator. We can if we disconnect the UPSs. But I don't like that because you get something that kicks in like the air conditioner or the refrigerator. It could cause a problem, and your first thing you know, your power supply is wiped out on the computer. We don't want that. So if you're seeing this, it's because we got our power back on. No, I don't have a smartphone and I can upload it. We don't have that kind of stuff. We have a modem which is connected to the cable system and the Wi-Fi, and that's the only way we work. So we're old technology, and that's all. It's good enough for us. Okay, the power came back on about a half hour ago. It's, oh man, I should have looked at the clock. About 3:30 in the afternoon, I guess. So I didn't expect it to come on, so I'm all gassed up again, leaving everything open so that things can cool off. So in about 8 hours, it used about 1.5 gallons, 1.75 gallons of gas, brought it back up to the top of the plastic strainer, or almost to the top, about 1/4 inch down. So now I'm going to Cumberland's. This is a 2-gallon can, 2.5 gallons. So this was the oldest gas, March of 2020. I costed out August. That's going to be fresh gas in there. And I didn't think the power would be back on, but I'll tell you, the generator's a lifesaver. And now we've got our AC back on again, because the generator doesn't like to a load on it that much. It used to, but I don't know why. So yes, this gas here is March, but all the two fillings I did on this generator since we lost our power has been very fresh gas, 87 octane. So a little bit of this older gas has been added to it. And of course, I got a tiny bit of stable 360 I shot in here, so that when I get the gas in here, it'll just mix up. So I'm going to bring this out, and that will be, when that's filled up, it'll be a total of 12 gallons of gas. So that's it. I can get this video together and get it uploaded tonight. Today is Wednesday. My brother is out of power. His lines are down to his apartment complex, right on the ground. So he lives on TV dinners, microwave oven. His neighbors have electric stoves, so they usually bring him food over and everything. Well, there's nothing. Even the bank that I go to get his money for him to do his shopping has no power. So, as a matter of fact, I'm going over there now and see if they do have power. So, if they don't, then there's not much I can do about it. So, that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. And we'll try to get this up there tonight, being Wednesday, sometime Wednesday evening. We'll get this video up to you.